Flaco Aleman.
Aleman.
I'm going to get it right one of these days.
Yeah, you got it. Council President King, Metro Council, I appreciate the honor to address you all today. I believe that most or all of Louisville Metro Council knows that affordable housing is lacking in our county. Quite a few of you even may agree that the lack of affordable housing is a crisis here in Metro Louisville. I'd like to applaud Metro Council as a body, and those of you that have been on the council for over a decade when you passed legislation in 2008 to create the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund, clearly defining the mission of the trust fund to remedy the affordable housing crisis that we now face. I'm thankful that there was money allocated to the trust fund in the most recent budget passed by this council. Today, staff has been hired, and the money that is in the trust fund is being used to create some affordable housing. But the crisis is far greater than the 29 homes that were recently made affordable through the trust fund. We cannot sit by and watch the city that we call home spend nearly a decade of indecision in partisan politics, worrying about election fears, to the point that in the last 7 years, or approximately 150 Metro Council hearings, there has been no agreement on a consistent funding stream for the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund. While we debate in theory, there are 21,000 families in Louisville living in the real world on the waiting list for subsidized housing, a list which continues to grow. While we procrastinate here today, having somewhere called home to go when we leave these very chambers, there are almost 92,000 families here in Louisville who cannot afford their rent or their mortgage. These 92,000 families may have somewhere to call home tonight, but tomorrow they may call home to an abandoned structure, a vehicle, a homeless shelter, or just a tent near the Ohio River. While we intentionally deny the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund a dedicated funding stream, nearly 10,000 of our students in Jefferson County Public Schools remain homeless. While we hold on to antiquated views of society, social policy, racism, and stereotypes, while we cheer on March Madness, while we prepare for the Kentucky Derby, while we flock to the waterfront for our summertime festivities, it is high time for us as a community to face the real world. And in the real world, affordable housing is the most urgent crisis of our times. We must face the reality that we can no longer wait to debate a consistent funding stream for the trust fund. We cannot continue to pass the buck on raising the insurance premium tax by 1%, which will put over $10 million per year into the Louisville Housing Affordable Trust Fund. We can no longer justify approximately $12 a year being too much of a burden for families that own a home and vehicle, while 92,000 families cannot afford their rent or their mortgage. We are a community. We are compassionate. We are Louisville. We are in a crisis, and we demand a consistent funding stream for the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund, and we cannot wait any longer. Thank you.